I think now is probably a good time to play Firebending Student. It's Firebending Student Prowess. So Prowess has been a pretty good deck. Hold on, I didn't end up actually. No, I am playing the blue man. Okay. Okay, so a few things. Firebending Student, potentially very, very powerful card. Makes you build Prowess a little bit differently. 1/2 Prowess, Firebending X, where X is this creature's power. Can give this haste, and you can potentially go haste this, Bauble, Mutagenic Growth, some combination of this, and then just start casting spells, casting Manamorphose, Seek the Beast, Opera Love Song, Lightning Bolt, etc., etc. It's really powerful. I think we need to figure out how powerful it is. If you're playing Questing Druid and Manamorphose, then you get to play Force of Vigor, which makes your Titan matchup, in theory, a little bit better. I think Force might even be a better sideboard card against Titan than Blood Moon is, just because Blood Moon is just kind of slow, and then it lets you like it's 0 mana, so it lets you play your threats out while you're also having the 0 mana interaction. So just a nice little test. Gotta see how strong this card is. It would be really cool if Firebending Students could go in a different shell too, but this is definitely the kind of deck we need to test it in to see how strong it is before we. And if it's really strong, we can get kind of weird with it. And if it's less strong than Slick Shot Show Off, we probably won't play too much more of it. It's kind of weird, right? Where Show Off has better stats, and Firebending Student can make like 5 mana on the turn it comes down. And I don't know how to evaluate that. I think Manamorphose is underplayed in Prowess, underexplored. I think it like all hinges on Bingu tweeting like 3 times Manamorphose is bad, and that's why people don't play it. No way Seek the Base is better than EI. Well, they both get you 2 cards, and one of them also comes with a creature. Like there's a clear difference. In fact, I'm actually just gonna say it. I think Seek the Beast is better than Expressive Iteration and Prowess. It's like I feel getting a Prowess creature stapled onto it is better than seeing one more card, because that's effectively the only distance. Seek the Beast is also an instant, which is not irrelevant either. Yeah, we are on Lava Dart. And at the very least, like, to say that you like don't even see the argument, you got to see the argument. So I guess they're just guy. All right, we'll play Love Song end of turn. Expressive Iteration is like one of the most glazed cards of all time, too. It got printed at a time in Modern where there were like literally no good card draw spells, and it won by default. And since then, people are just like, Expressive Iteration, my beloved, this card is broken. Might cycle the Manamorphose too. Might be good. I might not be. Probably should. Do you think an Enrage type card would work with Firebending Student? I don't even know what Enrage does. What is Enrage? Also like let's even just talk about how this is an instant and Seek the Beast is an instant. That means these cards are like good to cast on turn 2, because you can just on their opponent's turn 2 if you don't have another play. Iteration is not a card you play on turn 2. Like that by itself is also like pretty big, I think. Okay, I need to find a land here though. This would be better here. Get a basic. Oh, we joined a 32 challenge. We're 3-0 in it. Does the 4th Sephiroth come up often over having 4th Apprentice? We only have 1 Sephiroth in the deck. We have 3 apprentices. Does it come up? It came up like 4 times yesterday, and it was good twice and it was bad twice. It was pretty even. Harvest or Abundant. I like Abundant Harvest a lot too. Do you also still think DRC is good in Storm? I think it's like clearly good, and I think it's not clearly optimal. Probably gonna lose this game. I'm gonna double bolt. I think we have demonstrated clearly that Dragon Rage's Channeler is a good card in Storm. It is a powerful card you can play. It serves a role well. It was better when Giganta was legal because you like the beatdown plan against lock pieces was more real. Um, but I think we have just empirically proven that that Dragon Rage's Channeler is a good card in Storm. Is it better than Artist Talent? I don't know. I think Artist Talent's probably better. But it's not even like a question. It's like it's just one of these like optimal versus suboptimal things versus good versus bad. I think it was always better. It was always better than Strike It Rich. I think there was never a time where Strike It Rich was optimal over DRC. Do we have to end of turn this? I think actually you have to main phase it. I think we're so far behind. We need to be more proactive. I guess we get punished if we hit Swiftspear now. Just change my mind. Is that the fourth bolt? I think it's the fourth bolt. Also, Seek the Beast is better with Seek the Beast is better with Firebending Student. I'll probably scoop to a Solitude. Yeah, let's go to game 2. So I do like that Mutagenic Growth helps against the Flage, ETB. Sometimes they play a Bolt or Discharge. Don't think I love Spell Pierce against them. They also are Ragavan for Lava Dart deck. Well, they probably board out all their Ragavans. Maybe we'll play the Pierces over Darts because we expect them to board out their Ragavans. Not coming at you. How do you claim that when proven Stormless play Strike Rich, not DRC? Well, I guess 2 points on that. Like one, I played a ton of Storm at the same time it was coming out. I played a ton of Dragon Rage's Channeler. I watched a lot of Striker Rich. I didn't play any, but I just like so often I would just watch it and like Channeler would have been like so clearly better than Striker Rich. It was like I feel like everybody was. I honestly just feel like everybody was wrong from my own played experience. Two, people now admit Striker Rich was bad in the deck. It's like over a year later, and you know, time we have the luxury of hindsight. But I think if you ask most Storm pilots now, and this is feedback I've gotten from my own Twitch chatters, is what I'm basing this part on. But the feedback I get is that most people do now agree. Striker Rich was bad. At the time, and I think they understand what the clarity there. Another thing too is it's like back when Striker Rich Storm was popular, the Image 3 decks were just not solved, and the meta was really weird. Is another dynamic. I think maybe just play this. No, I'll play this Firebending Student, so it'll be easier to bolt Felia next turn. The meta was not solved. Like if you remember, like at that time, this is like the first Modern Pro Tour post MH3. The Boros Energy decks did not play Ocelot Pride. It was I was playing a lot of Pride then. You know, it's like and people were just. It took a long time to adapt to play Ocelot Pride and Boros Energy, which is really crazy to me. And so it's like. This is what I'm basing this opinion off of when it comes to Striker Rich DRC. It was a weird time. But I just think Striker Rich has always been bad at that deck. I think it's just so unnecessary. All it does is help you turn 2 more often, and DRC also helps with the turn 2s. I even think DRC was more helpful on the turn 2s, where it just gave you the consistency to go off. Demonic Ruckus or Dragon Mantle do well enough. Maybe. I'm worried about just getting chump blocked, but maybe. There was a Learn Prowess deck to 5-0 today. Interesting. Target creature blocks, you learn. So you get a Boomerang, you get a Firebending Lesson, Hexproof card, Redirect Lightning, Eloquentia. Interesting. It is kind of just 2 triggers, right? Yeah, also Nadu was better than Boros, but Boros was a popular deck at that event, you know. I think if you ask most Storm Pilots, they confirmed the deck was just bad. I think that too. It was also just bad at the time, and so sometimes like you know you'll take a card that's suboptimal for the deck and kind of desperately hope just to have a lot of turn twos. Can Dragon Rage be an option for Firebending Shenanigan? I guess in a Cori version. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we are playing Cori in this deck. Yeah, I don't know. Dragon Mantle's a card of course have never registered in Modern, but it might end up being okay. Do we think they'll chump block the Swiftspear? They will just let them if they do instead of trying to bolt to get through. Definitely crack main phase because we have some spell pierces. Although we're going to lose this channeler. I guess we also have a bunch of instant speed card advantage cards. You think we'll see a 1 mana value card that learns without targeting? Maybe. Kind of impossible to say. 4 rounds still going in the challenge. Come on, Cori-Steel Cutter. I'm gonna try to let them attack with the Riddler and then try to win with the Swiftspear. I low-key think red learn would be playable. Interesting. Well, Academic Dispute is pretty close to that. They don't take the bait, of course. All right, let's... Could probably get another round off. Not the best matchup to see what Firebending Student can do either. And Dotha Triumph. Like, what is the vision with Grand? It's like it generates value and if effects is good, requires bad cards. Talk about Grand? I'm gonna read Grand for like the 10th time. It's in a combo deck in standard. So yeah, I guess I haven't seen the standard combo deck. You need like 4 playsets of lessons. Whenever Grand gets tapped, draw a card, then discard a card. Non-creature spells cost 1 less as long as there are 3 or more lessons. Okay, yeah, it still does that. Okay. It's like the lessons just aren't that good. Like there are some that are like close to being playable, but you just can't really fill your modern deck full of enough lessons and then hope your 1 drop lives and hope your 1 drop can get 3 less you get 3 lessons in the yard and I don't know, just I don't see the vision. Maybe I could look at whatever the standard combo is. She makes recall cost 1. Yeah, I get that, but it's like a slow setup when there's a million other really good card advantage engines in modern right now. It's like I think Dispute is worse than Red Learn. I think it's a little bit worse. Yeah, I agree, but it's not strictly worse. Was the only point I was trying to make. Not saying it's good, but if you make everything cost 1, it's pretty enticing. Yeah, but it's just easier to do that with anything. Like you can do that easier in Modern by just playing like a Ruby or a Ral, and you could just play higher card quality, and you could reduce stuff that like you just play Ruby Storm instead. Like what are we talking about? I guess I kind of want to play around I guess a stub. Maybe I should be playing around Bolt more. I'll cast the Manamorphose. Having double Shockland's pretty punishing here. Okay, I like that that lets me play around Bolt on the student. Figured they would do that. Then I need to. I guess I'm going to try to block with the Monk token and bolt the Kavu. And I'm really hoping we get to keep the Firebending Student alive. So maybe we also get to Mutagenic Growth the student if they flage. Although, of course, keeping this for next turn with the student's kind of enticing. Discard a Winter Night Stories. It's possible this isn't even right to do. Ooh. So we can save the Mutagenic Growth for mana on, on the student. I think it's just going to be better to kill the Kavu. And make another token. So if I keep this on here, then it's going to be 5... Oh, shoot. I forgot about stupid first strike damage. Damn, forgot about first strike. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Let's start off with a Seek the Beast then. Two Lava Darts, which we can play off the student. Do I want to give my student Trample? I think it's not lethal if we give I guess we can kill the Cyano Draco actually with both darts. So we can go Opera Love Song +2/+2. Then these will be basically, let's just +3 power because of the Prowess trigger. This is 10 plus 12. So that's like super lethal. You just need to make sure to Lava Dart before they can block. So make 5 mana. Yeah, we could have tried, finding more cards if we were really desperate, but not desperate here. -7. Guess we could have looked for more cards for free. All right, do I want to play Force of Vigor? I guess so, because I'm just completely cold to Leyline Scion otherwise. Got like 1 dart, 1 bauble, 2 bolts. Something along those lines. Could play the Heats too. I feel like you just kind of don't care about their creatures so much as long as they don't have Leyline Scion. Maybe 4 is probably just too many though. Yeah, let's just do this. I like having Mutagenic Growth with Firebending Student because that's what we're trying to test, so let's keep it here. We are on the draw, so maybe we can save the Mutagenic Growth for a Force of Vigor. These really should have been Surveil. Or sorry, they should have been Scry. Does make games more exciting, I guess. All right, they got it. But we have to keep this. Oh, sorry. I could have attacked with the Swiftspear, although attacking with Swiftspear just tells them I have got Mutagenic Growth. They have a lightning bolt on top, which is a little bit annoying because I was thinking maybe we could try to Mutagenic Growth the Channeler, YOLO Delirium, and block. What match left in Challenger game? Maybe we try to go to game 3 quickly then. Maybe we can like Firebending Student, cast this main phase 1, Opera Love Song into some stuff to Manamorphose and Force of Vigor. My daydream. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save the Channeler because sorry, this is dumb. So I have to attack into the Scion now. Alright, whatever, just go to game 3. Although round 4, the challenge is about to start. Okay, we'll maybe come back to this after round 4. On the play here. What was the first game lost the challenge? I don't know. To Umori Coffers. I do know. We lost to Umori Coffers in game 2. Did win the match. But it reveals a Devourer of Destiny. A lot of that today. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, comparing Airship in this deck to like Flage and Boros is a good comparison, I think. It just attacks on a different axis, and it kills fast and is really resilient like Flage. Very good comparison. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, our one loss this turn. Is that our only game loss? Or did we lose a game again? I think we lost a game against Selfie. But we did lose our first game to Torment of Hailfire. X equals 9. All right, so they think a long time on what card to keep on top, then they shuffle it away. Oh no, so they drew. They're on the draw. I thought they were on the play. Forgot. Lazy, not playing around Thought-Nuts here. Thoughts on Mai and the Soul Trader deck of Storm / Prowess Hate. Yeah, Mai might be a good addition. I'm not sure how popular, I'm not sure how good it is against Prowess because I feel like you want to be mostly like removing their stuff instead of trying to raise, but maybe Mai's good there. Art with the 1 year, thank you, welcome back. Am I gonna go +2/+2 here? I don't know. Kind of don't want to. Maybe I should. Art with the 1 year, thank you, welcome back. Happy anniversary. Raven Eagle is so similar to Trespasser. Thoughts playable? Yeah, I for some reason didn't have the slide. I think you might play it sometimes. I think it's mostly worse than Trespasser just because of the Trespasser's ability to stabilize, and then I think Ward discard a card matters a lot. The tokens are kind of weird to evaluate, the clue tokens, but I might play the Raven Eagle at some point. I referenced the Raven Eagle on the Momo slide and I forgot to add it. Maybe Love Song is really like secretly very good in Prowess. Like this is the second time we're casting it as a pump spell. How's the Firebending been? We haven't done a lot of Firebending yet. Okay, keep that. Yeah, Love Song is pretty good, I agree. Yeah, and better in this deck, of course, because of the Firebending. Let's get ready to rumble. They mill over a Mycospawn Lab, Ghost Quarter, Ice Till. Yeah, 4-0 with the Dubru. Pretty fun. Are there any decent instant learn cards to Firebend with? No. There are very few learn cards that are even close to cards you could consider in modern. We should probably be getting some more with the new Strixhaven set coming out. But I don't know. Next Strixhaven might not be till like summer or something. I don't know when it comes out. Like next is Lorwyn, right? It's like Lorwyn, Universe Beyond, then Strixhaven. Opponent chose Mycospawn. April, okay. Yeah, I wonder if anybody's gonna. I guess maybe decklist submissions already due for the RC, but I wonder if anybody plays Airship at the RC. Did one of the learn cards get banned? The one that best spell or permanent? It got banned in standard. I think you could maybe play that card, but it's not what I'm really hyped for, I guess. $6 p.m. deadline. All right. Somebody audible. We're 9-0 with the deck. How bad can it be? Have you drafted any Reclamation deck? Not with Wang Shitong, not yet, but we'll get around to it. Oh, I didn't mean to make green, but I guess we don't get punished. All right, it's got to sit with the whole team here. Text Dingo. I wonder what Dingo's playing. Yeah, I do remember the Divide by Zero ban being divisive, to say the least. Rattlesnake with a 17 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, Divide by Zero was banned in standard. It's not banned in modern, of course. It was just a weird divisive ban when it was banned. They like have gotten so much more aggressive at like banning stuff in standard since when I played a lot of standard. And I don't know if it's for the health of the format. I'm excited next year that there's going to be more banned windows. Dingo's going to play Prowess unless his off-stream Titan practice goes well. Okay. Is Prowess a good choice? Seems fine. It's banned in one other format? Is it banned in... Oh, it's banned in Math, I see. Fair. I've learned the hard way when I copy this deck, it will not make me suddenly play as well as Spike. Well, maybe not suddenly, but maybe over a period of hard work and dedication and focus, it will. I believe in you. Yeah, I mean, I'll take the more windows than as needed, but as needed would be nice. 2 matches still in progress here. Nathan's coaching on Titan. Yeah, I think Titan seems like an amazing choice. It's like it's favored against this Jeskai deck. It's very good against Affinity. It's very good against Prowess. What is Titan bad against right now? Let's. Is there a deck that's people are playing on Goldfish that it's bad against? Favored. Mirror match. Close. Unfavored. Okay, let's play Titan. Play Titan at the RC. If the metagame looks anything like Goldfish, Titan is gonna sweep this RC. Yeah, it's bad against Birthing Ritual. Birthing Ritual is good against Titan. That matchup's a nightmare for Titan. What do they tutor up? Oh, baby. This is an elegant win if I've ever seen one. Classy. Yeah, Mill is good against Titan. I wonder how Mill is against Jeskai. What makes Ritual good against Titan? They play a lot of free counter spells, which is a good formula, and they also play Harbinger. Just bada bing, bada boom. Run it back against Titan, or against Eldrazi here. Yeah, ability and counter spells, Harbinger, good formula. Mingyu beat up Jeskai Mill not too long ago. Okay. I'd be scared of Flage against Jeskai. Yeah. Although you have a lot of graveyard hate for it. Although also like, you know, sometimes if you have like I guess if you have Surgical it's not a problem, but sometimes you're like holding up Surgical for Flage, they play Flage, you feel really excited and they just consign the Flage sacrifice. And you regret everything. I think Simic Ritual will do well. Yeah, so Simic is bad against Prowess, it's bad against Boros, but I think it's good against almost everything else. And I don't think you could really solve the Boros and Prowess matchup necessarily, but you could just win some die rolls and just have some nutty draws. If you're playing Simic Ritual, you should have 4 Quantum Riddlers. I think people are finally starting to do that. Like, before I left, I wanted to do a Simic Ritual with Riddler stream because people just weren't playing it, but I kind of found the idea a little boring. Okay, round 5 of the challenge is about to start. We are locked for top 8. We could just play this prowess match, and it would actually have no bearing really because we don't get to go first just because we were first seed. We'll play the match, but can't Simic board in bloodbending against Boros. What is bloodbending? And why would it help the Boros matchup? Wait, is bloodbending it's the 4 mana control during combat card? I don't know. Is that good enough? I love the confidence. I love that I'm boarding again. Bloodbending and the matchup. The matchup is easy, baby. I'm just boarding in bloodbending. Idiot. I don't need to do anything else. You are all fools. I love the confidence. If you control them in combat, you can sack their board to bombardment. I get that. The thing is, they're going to sack their stuff to. You're never going to get to do that because they control themselves main phase 1. They'll just kill your stuff with bombardment. What the heck? Why did they do that? So like that's not really going to happen, but it might wipe their board effectively. But also, what if they just don't have bombardment in play? What's the plan? Technically better to bolt the Chrysalis because it's 4 damage instead of 3, right? They just accept Plague Winding you. Well, yeah, you just trade boards basically. So it's like 4 mana Wrath. It's like 4 mana Wrath if they have bombardment, maybe. But what if they just don't have bombardment in play? I feel like the card's not going to be that good. We go for cards this time with Love Song. The round started. Let me see if we just win this game real quick. Yeah, for Bloodbending, we're specifically talking about Simic Ritual versus Boros Energy, which is it's just a matchup that I don't think it's solvable. I think that there's a few things you can do to make the matchup like a little bit better, but okay, we can't cast anything off the Love Song this turn. So let me just go over here. Maybe I played non-hand hidden as a treat. I mulliganed my 7. It was like 5 lands, 2 airships, and I do like airship, but it's not that good. I think we're gonna go to 5 even. Yeah, good challenge started. This match matters about 0. If you can riddle into riddle, you can just block. Yeah, that's really how you beat them. Is you like on turn 3 birthing ritual into a riddler or an Oculus, and they don't have bombardment in play. Over here, I'm surveilling to see if I find dart. If I find bolt, it's probably lethal next turn. Well, not a bad matchup to mold to 5 in, although my opponent's on a mold to 4, funny enough. I'm near sure they fixed the seeding play draw moto. That would be awesome. I mean, it would have happened while I was on my honeymoon, I guess. I would not complain. So there is going to be a Titan player in the top 8. We'll also know who they are, though it's not the most relevant because I guess it's relevant because we just try to mulligan to the combo game 1. And then beyond that, it's just like so hard to have any kind of like favorable matchup against them. Yeah, I guess that's also true. Like in the Pro Tour, Titan was actually good against Belcher. That's right. I think I just have that like older attitude of like thinking Belcher was good against Titan, but at the PT it was actually the opposite. They were just teched with like vexing baubles too. Oh, there's another article on banning Nadu. The deck was beautifully built in a logistical nightmare. I agree too. Like, despite as annoying as Nadu was, it was like a beautiful feat of like deck engineering. It was really cool. Like, I did not understand exact like the Nantuko stuff, and then Frank Lepore taking, or was it Frank Lepore? No, it was Eli Cassis who took the like Beseiju Order War loops to the next level. It was I think all that stuff is really cool. It had a 59% win rate at the Pro Tour. I wonder if that was non-mirror matches. Because I think Titan had 57% non-mirror match win rate. Yeah, the endurance loops are really cool. We would have won that game too against Titan if we drew the third land, I guess. Looks like Yogg got 2 Badger Bolt. Okay, someone link me the Yogg Badger Bolt deck because I still haven't seen it, but I'm very curious. Aren't those always non-mirror? I'm not sure. Like it doesn't here. I'm just reading what it says, and it doesn't say non-mirror. I think it probably should be non-mirror win rate, but that's just not what it says here. They pitch a Leyline Binding. Are they Cascade Ritual? I think they might be Cascade Ritual. They have another binding for my token? I guess not. Yogg also got top 8 with Badger. Yeah, but I haven't seen the deck list. I want to see the deck list. I think I'm the only one that plays Manamorphose and Prowess. Maybe some other people do. Yeah, I remember that stuff about how I remember the commander part of the Nadu article. So might want to I think I'll just seek the beast. Maybe this is a spew. 9, so 9 to 12, and then if I find I have to find Mutagenic Growth to kill, so we'll hold it. See if we get Charlotte's Agent Ritual next turn. Right. Badger Bowl Cub Yawgmoth. So just Badger Bowl Cub mostly over Wall of Roots. Interesting to have 0 Wall of Roots even with like the Dredger's Insight loop-de-doops. Maybe I guess it's not that important with ballistas. The ballistas stuff is interesting. Like removing your counter to like kill your own land is I guess it doesn't do that much. It's kind of interesting. There may be some loops I'm missing. Cauldron Dryad Arbor I bet was really good with I bet you kill your own Dryad Arbor to Cauldron it pretty often. Yeah, they are Cascade Ritual cool. I liked this deck a lot. This deck is also good against Titan, usually because it's a subtlety deck. While we're on that subject still. Okay, against Cascade Ritual with Firebending Student Prowess. I think you just play Spell Pierce because they're just always turn 2, turn 3 ritualing. Maybe kind of hard to hold up. Engineer's kind of awkward. Bring back Engineered Plague. Yeah, if there's anything Modern needs, it's stuff that's better against the typo decks. I want humans players to feel worse. What's the most broken one blue-green card? It's Nadu, like, for sure. I don't think it's close. In the context of Modern, it's like Nadu by a lot, even. Like Uro is better than Oko was in Modern, even though Oko, I think, was better in Legacy, and Oko, of course, was like much better in Standard and Pioneer. I do think in Modern specifically, Uro is better than Oko. I think Nadu better than both of them. Yeah, Nadu's banned in Legacy now as well. It was kind of like a Kethis ban apparently, where like people like it just kind of secretly had a really good win rate, and people weren't aware, like the general public. On the draw, I think on the draw against Cascade Ritual, I'm a little bit scared of this hand, just not having Fast Threat or Spell Pierce. Oh, we've got Fast Threats and Spell Pierce. Let's keep. I mean, we got Leovold. I did play a lot of Legacy in the Leovold era, but doesn't exactly feel like we're talking about the same thing. So I think I'm gonna Surveil turn 1 and play around Charlotte's Agent instead of Natural Birthing Ritual. Maybe that's a bad idea, but with the kind of tough options here with the Surveil land. Although Leovold I think is worse than Uro, Nadu, and Oko. I was definitely like an internet complainer. Uh, when it came to Leovold, I was like, this stupid conspiracy card is ruining my precious perfect legacy format. That should never change under any circumstance. Yeah, Leovold is like I don't. Leovold probably doesn't see almost any play these days, right? Random question: is Uro better than Flage? I think Uro is like much better than Flage, and I think that like it's just been gone for so long. I think it also would be better now than it used to be. Like just to, like being able to go turn one Utopia Sprawl, turn two Uro consign the Uro trigger on turn two seems so insane to me. Rumble with Uro seems like it would be insane. Um, all right, that's what we're here to test. Let's keep it. Do you think Red and Six should still be banned in Legacy? I'm not a huge fan of like unbanning uh cards like that. I think Red and Six Wasteland probably just fine to leave deleted. Yeah. Firebending Student, go. Leeville Death Red Shot Legacy was the peak of Legacy. You know what? It kind of was. We didn't know how good we had it. It was really good back then. Is this four color ritual list a real deck? Solid tier 2 or just bad? It's a brew of hours. I think it's one that I liked a lot when I built it. I felt like it was really nice in the metagame. It's a deck that I think is really good if you want to beat up on the like, or I should say, it got a lot worse when the Jeskai Blink deck popped up because they're playing a lot of Teferis, and the deck is kind of bad against Teferi because it plays so many Cascaders. Although you do have some answers, but like this specifically is really strong. Charlotte's Agent into Birthing Ritual is a really powerful play that I think deserves some looking at. Yeah. I would take a look at it. It's one that's like I think if Teferi becomes less popular and it could end up being really good again, but it kind of takes that. Maybe I need to not keep that. Maybe I need to keep the land. Although double Bauble for the Firebending Students, kind of sick actually. So I guess we'll graveyard that, and then we probably want to main phase it so that we can make more mana. Maybe just keeping it to cast and kill the Omnath was better. Getting a little greedy, I guess, but whatever. I guess it's better to attack and then with the firebending trigger on the stack than Lava Dart, so that way if they have a removal spell, we don't have to commit into it like this. Oh, I guess we. Oh yeah, so we did target the Omnath. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we make 5 mana. We're gonna Lava Dart before we seek the beast, so we get more surveils, unless we see a card we like on top. Don't like that one. Guess we just really need to find another Bolter Dart, so graveyard that. Yeah, maybe it was just a mistake to surveil that first one. We just had so many surveils coming. I was like, we'll find some stuff. We find Spell Pierce Questing Druid. Ah! No. I think I can play Arid Mesa as a land here. Definitely doing the thing a little bit, you know. Don't know how good this is. Wonder if the spell Queller and can play. We played it in like a dedicated flash deck. It was actually pretty good. I like the I think of all the things we've tested so far, it's probably one that's kind of flown under the radar. But I would say that it did test well. Right, let's go to game 3. There's only one match left in the challenge. I think seeing that they brought it, I forgot about the rough tumbles. Let's go and bring in the Muta. Did we burn 2 mana instead of casting Seek the Beast off exile? Or did you? No, those are both adventured. We had already cast Seek the Beast. They're just an adventure questing druids. How was the mana in the flash deck? I thought it was fine. Like you're a modern deck. You can play these 3 color builds with. I think the mana was fine. It wasn't perfect. I didn't think it was particularly bad. Queller, Wasteland, Strangler, Truther. Hell yeah. Yeah, I do think I want to play more Aang. Wang Shitong is good too, but it was like Aang shined more than Wang Shitong in that build because we didn't have stuff to enable Wan. Could maybe be like blue-white flash without Slitherwisp that could help us play like Field of Ruins and stuff. Not worth playing Violent Urge. You could. The problem I have with Violent Urge at this stack is that Firebending Student doesn't fly, like Slickshot Show Off does, and so even though like giving a ground creature double strike is just not as appealing without trample or some evasion. So like Show Off Flying makes it a lot better, but and then like the Steel Cutter has trample. The only thing it's kind of bad on is Swiftspear if there's a blocker, but just no evasion. That makes me like a lot less interested in the card. Like in that game, it just still got blocked by Omnath. Oh, so I guess I forgot I have the Spell Pierces, and I should have got Shockland. Should be okay. I'm gonna get this for Questing Druid though. I mean, this is the card we're testing, but we need Delirium. Good question about the Violent Urge though. I love when chat asks a question and it's like part of a deck I forgot to mention, but it's something I had like thought of before too. Like, so a lot of times like before the stream, I'll like think about the deck. Win, that'd be pretty cool. I'd also like to eat lunch. It's about 3 o'clock. I've had 2 protein shakes today. Mic problem again? Test. Testing. Test. Test. It looks like it's back. I'm on top 8-2. I don't see anything. They're suppressing the Fire Nation ship. No, I've switched from the lead ones, or the into more of a milk-based one. Although the ones I was drinking weren't some of the really bad ones, at least, as far as lead protein shakes go. Was it just 5 round no top 8? The event has ended? No way, dude. Okay, let me kill my opponent and then look at this bullshit. I mean, we didn't get prizes yet, did we? Ah, that's rough, buddy. Oh, sorry, I could have lava darted. Ah. So too focused on the event, huh? So opponent's at 4. I'm attacking for 4. They have Sol to be lava dart for the win still. Okay, so 2-0 in this league. Oh no, did we get the prizes? Oh no, we got the prizes. Listen, I haven't had luck.